Hello, I'm Death by Buns, variety streamer. I'm doing this video on YouTube showing off starting a new career in Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. I also have the DLC installed as well. So, I'm going to be going with, like I said, House Davion. And, yeah, let's get things rolling, shall we? Get things started. So, pick house, well, whichever house you want. The only house that starts at a different time is actually this one here. They didn't exist until 3035 in-game years. The rest of the houses all start off right away. 3015. So, here we go. Recommend it familiar with the core mechanics before you're 5. Okay. New career.
In 2108, humanity began colonizing the stars. Their reach would eventually span a vast region of space known as the Inner Sphere. During its golden age, under the governance of the Star League, the Inner Sphere experienced unprecedented peace, prosperity, and technological advancement. But with a great rise comes a great fall. Beset by greed and mistrust, humanity splintered. The Star League crumbled. Technological advancement slowed. The great houses, each vying for supremacy, turned on one another, engaging in a series of conflicts known as the Succession Wars. Amidst this chaos, mercenaries became the proxy forces for the great houses. Numerous battlefields sprung up across the Inner Sphere, dominated by hulking war machines known as battle mechs. The year is now 3015, and these steel behemoths have become the tools of the mercenaries' trade. It's a lucrative time, yet one beset with perils of all kinds. Only the most skilled and brave among them will rise to become legend.
I get to become a legend. Mercenary legend. Alright, let's go with House Buns. Why not? And there's a friendly looking emblem. You'd invite someone wearing that into your house, wouldn't you? I know I would. Here we go. Alright. So, no missions here. Got this one. Reach Rep rank 4. Easy enough. Alright, so let's open up head in here. A Warzone and Defense contract. Sounds good. These are the first and opening contracts. They're all low tier. They're going to have different factions. In the case of this location, let's see, I've got a contract for House Davion against Independence, for Independence against House Davion, and for House Davion against Independence. Now, what that's going to mean is, you see here, this bar, the more you work for a particular house or independent contractor or what have you, the better your rep will be. However, the flip side of that is, you're always going to be fighting another faction, whether it's pirates, independent companies, other factions, and you're going to lose rep with them when you take on a contract that's against them. So it'll make a difference when it comes to negotiating things like salvage rights. In this case, I actually get a decent amount of salvage rights for this mission. Normally I'd recommend, when you first start off, go for the credits, because, well, you're going to need them. In this case, it's a decent amount of salvage. I might even be able to salvage a mech from this, which I can turn around and sell for more credits than what I'd get from the contract otherwise. So, let's have at it. Oh, one other thing. Normally in this game, your tonnage limit is set based on the mission difficulty. Meaning, if you're a veteran mech commander and you've got like 4 atlases you like to run with on every mission, you wouldn't be able to do it normally in this mission because your weight restriction will be much lower. You probably wouldn't even be able to take one Atlas, let alone 4. There are mods out there that you can get that will let you alter things in the game. Quality of life stuff. One of them, the only one I've got installed, removes weight limits off missions. So if I had the weightage or had the tonnage, I could bring whatever I wanted to a mission. Makes a little more sense. What does the person giving you the contract care how much tonnage you bring into a battlefield, since they're paying you to get the job done? The job's done. Who cares, right? Anyway, moving right along.
The weather's really kicking up, Commander. Your visibility will be limited out there.
All right. Fog of War mission. Understood. Oh, yes. Before I go, let's get the paint job done. Let's paint these mechs. Do set custom apply to all. Plot. Easier than painting miniatures. All you have to do is paint a mech to get an achievement. Challenging, right?
Attention. Prepare for battle line departure.
Oh, one of these contracts.
Stand clear.
Reactor online.
Basically, I go in,
Sensors online.
kill a set number of enemies, and if I want to, I can hang around. Bonus pay. It's bonus C-bills only, though, which I might actually do, depending on how badly things go.
We're to link up with the remaining friendlies screening the retreat and hold the enemy forces as long as possible. We have an opportunity for a hefty combat bonus the longer we can hold the enemies back.
I don't need to salvage the base at all. I don't even need to help the friendlies there if I don't want to. They just make life slightly easier if they're around. Mostly as target practice for the enemy, but still.
Target acquired.
Destroyed.
If that commando becomes salvaged, I might be able to salvage it with the amount of salvage rights I've got on this mission.
Nice, Commander. Too bad that mech is going to explode.
Oh, nope, that's not going to be salvageable. That really is too bad.
Enemy forces moving in, Commander. Get ready for them.
I just got to watch the radar at the top of my screen there, and it'll indicate which direction they're coming from. See red dots. There's there, and there. I'll go after this one first. Yeah, that was a waste. Oh, yeah, there they are.
Enemy vehicle in the area.
There, finally tagged them.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
So, all this mission is destroy X number of enemies. In this case, 16.
Additional
Tanks,
hostiles
mechs,
being
whatever.
dispatched. They're heading your way.
Target destroyed.
Oh, here's some mechs. Let's see, we got a Lotus and a Spider. Unfortunately, these trees are making it difficult to hit with lasers. Lasers, unfortunately, don't pass through things. Ballistic weapons sometimes can. Well, almost always can, but... depends on what you're shooting, really. Trees, yeah, they'll burn through them, blast through them like nothing. Trying to knock up these Lotus's legs is really easy to kill. Like so.
Target acquired.
Oh, hello.
Target destroyed.
Brought in whirlybirds.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Your resistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
The other big drawback for lasers is you've got to stay on target. The duration of the laser fire to do its maximum possible damage. There's things like ballistic weapons and PPCs. It's one and done. As long as you hit, it'll do its damage, sort of deal. Now, you'll notice my heat rating is getting a little hot. Because everything I shoot, everything I do, like using the jump jets, generates heat. It's not so much that the weapons or the items are generating heat, it's that the mech is becoming hot from the generator or power core supplying power for those things.
Additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
Target acquired.
Basically, this thing is a giant nuclear reactor with legs. No, not giant, but big one anyway. Running low on AC-10 rounds. Be a little more picky about my shots.
Target destroyed.
Oh, that thing's got to go. That was worth the shot.
New target spider.
Solid hit. Too bad it hit the armored plating instead of the center. Trying to finish this thing off quickly.
Target destroyed.
Like so.
Acquired.
Here. That's not good.
Target destroyed.
Might be losing that AC-10 in a moment.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, I definitely got to bail out in this mission. There's no way I can earn bonus pay. I'm running the serious risk of losing my mech, actually.
Target
Kill quota has been reached, Commander.
Good, I'm out.
Rendezvous with us at the extraction point when you're ready.
So, anything I kill beyond at this point is gravy, meaning it's going to be extra C-bills in the bank. However, I just put cord out, and I've almost lost my AC-10. Spent all its ammo, thankfully.
target acquired.
That's a target of opportunity right there.
Target
See?
destroyed.
Bonus C-bills. Really not worth the cost of an AC-10, though. Or repairing the core of a mech.
Mission complete, Commander. Let's go home.
Oh. Darn.
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
Don't think that got auto-looted either. Damn. Oh well. Didn't even see it there till it was too late. See? There's enough salvage rights to salvage this spider. 2 medium lasers and a bunch of jump jets. Is there anything else I'd rather? No. I'll take that spider and a medium laser. Works for me. So, worst case scenario, I can sell the spider. Best case scenario, I repair it and use it. So, other than the mech I was piloting, the rest of them didn't get banged up too badly. So, here's the mech market. Here's where I can sell that spider if I want. This is mine. This is the one I just salvaged. Got no weapons on it, and it's missing its core and a leg. How much would it cost to repair it? Because right now I could sell it for 0.6 million credits. Repair it would be Da-da-da. Repair all. 0.8 million credits. Let's replace the medium lasers. Yeah, and it's going to take a month to do. Cancel that. That's fine. These Lotus are 20-ton mechs. They're actually slightly better equipped, but don't have the jump jets as the Spider does. And this is actually a better version of the Spider. You know what? I think I will repair it. Because of the amount of time and extra cost, I'm actually going to travel back to the industrial zone before I do it. It'll save me credits and time. Overall. Especially for a big repair like repairing the core in a mech. Is that 800,000? Doesn't include the Warzone additional cost, which is fairly low, but it adds up quite a bit when you're considering repairing something like a mech's core. Alright, so drop 2 tons of jump jet, or 1 ton of jump jets. Yeah. And turn that into armor. There. This thing will be a little more durable. Won't have the same amount of jump capacity, but it'll be more durable. And all those changes are going to take 32 days total. Since it's an industrial zone, there's no bonus cost. It's also why I didn't bother repairing these ones since I was coming here anyway. Yeah, might as well paint that up to match the team. There we go. So now I've got a backup mech. One of these Lotuses, probably the one with the LRMs. The least effective of the 2 Lotus. A light mech like that with LRMs can be very useful at harassing at range. Unfortunately, when the AI is controlling it, not so much. AI in this game's not the brightest brick. But at least they've got some safeties in place where they can't necessarily mess up a mission for you, like defense missions, which is the one I'm about to take. The AI is probably going to stomp over a few things they shouldn't, destroy things they shouldn't. But because they're my AI or on my team, it's not going to count against me or diminish the objective. Alright, defense mission, core visibility blizzard. Ooh. More good salvage rights. I'll take it. This mission, I've got to defend against waves of enemies.
The area is under heavy weather warning. It's going to affect visibility and sensors.
That thing needs 19 more days. Yeah, I'm not going to wait for it. It's not worth the wait. Well, it is, but it isn't. So, defense missions, very simple. Don't damage the defense objective. Blow up everything that tries to. Step 1, get to the defense objective.
On approach, and inadequate forces to deal with incoming armor and mechs. Make contact with the on-site CO and prepare for incoming hostiles.
It's looking like they have 0 defenses
Visual
here.
confirmation. Mercenary unit is en route. Welcome, Commander.
They got no
Looks like we
defenses.
found the place, Commander.
Artillery guns with no one's on them. Oh boy.
Nothing on scopes at the moment.
Alright.
Don't get comfortable. Hostiles have been reported in the area.
Oh, a VTOL. That's not ready to launch. Well, that's not useful. There.
Enemies in the air.
That Lotus should be focusing on those flying targets. It's got the range for them. There's a bad shot. My large laser's not quite long enough range. The range you see is optimal range. They do have a maximum range beyond that.
Target acquired.
Bad news, Commander.
And you
More
can actually
hostiles
get information on
inbound
individual
your
weapons
position.
on
Get
their
ready for some
maximum,
company.
optimal, and most efficient ranges just by looking at the weapon itself and reading its information. Oh,
Target acquired. New target, Spider.
well, that might be worth getting if it comes salvage. And a miss.
Target destroyed.
If you find the acquisition,
Oh,
just walk
nice.
up to it in order to pick it up. Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
Yeah,
Cargo
that Lotus
acquired.
is just harassing this light mech. It's not hitting it, unfortunately. Why he's not hitting? He doesn't know how to do target lock.
Hostiles are inbound.
Target acquired.
Alright, well, I gotta deal with these. Leave them to deal with that. And a miss. Well, my potato aim is paying off in spades here.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Yep. Probably finish off that spider that's all banged up.
Hostiles are focusing on the facilities. Engage the hostiles to draw them off the buildings.
New target, Locust. Target acquired. Target
Tango down.
Perfect. One down. How's it going there? You're looking a little too healthy for your own good. Fix that for you. Ah.
They've taken out the fuel reserves.
The facility is suffering heavy damage, Commander. Get in there and engage as many targets as you can.
target destroyed.
There we go.
Target acquired.
That Lotus is ripping things up. Really get a clean shot on it too. It's such a small target. I'd end up hitting the building before I hit it. Like that. Now, I lost part of my bonus.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating in the area. Watch out for them.
This is going to hurt. Base is below 30%. Used to be able to get it done with 40% bonus intact. one, I'm going to be lucky to keep the base
Target
standing.
acquired.
Bogey ahead.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
2 targets left, and they're both vehicles. Get to them before they take this thing down below 20%.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I ain't getting close to that thing. Forget it.
Target destroyed.
Congratulations,
40
Commander.
SRM.
These
Ooh.
people owe their lives to you.
Those things, yeah. I think it's one full volley off on any one of these mechs. Right off the whole mech. Be very careful when you see those tanks with the big boxes on top. They're usually packing some serious firepower. Yeah, I could salvage a Lotus. Oh well. Not much else worthwhile. At least I can sell the Lotus. Ooh. This one took some damage. Lost an LRM, huh? I was thinking about keeping it, but you know what? No. Yep, we'll get rid of that one. Repair cost will be pretty obscene. Go. So, Spider will be ready to go in 3 days. Perfect. We'll get contracts. Independence, they're indifferent. It's against House Davion, though. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. View intel. Assassination contract for an independent. It's odds, and they're -2 too. Yeah, no, forget it. Demolition contract. That could be interesting. No, independent again. Raid contract for House Davion. All right, that could work. 150,000 C builds and 27 days later. Look at that mech market. We got a Ceta and a Spider. Meh. I think I'll pass on those. Contract. Raid. Go. Building excellent. Raid contract. Looks good. Alright, so said I was planning to drop this one for the Spider. And swap those two. Definitely need to replace this pilot. They've got one skill for laser. That kind of sucks. But no matter. bringing an extra 10 tons of mech.
We've been hired to execute an objective raid. Our intel places these objectives at various locations in this area. Head towards the areas marked on the map to
Head
locate
towards
the
the closest.
individual targets. Watch for enemy
And-
patrols in the area.
Yeah, so sweep forward and just keep going. This is a big open map. Ooh. I think these mechs aren't too slow. Fastest thing in the world, but ooh. Just imagine trying to run this mission with an annihilator. Forget it.
Jump jet fuel low.
Back in an hour. Might be getting close to the final objective.
Target acquired.
No, 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 no.
Target destroyed.
Ow.
Target destroyed.
Target neutralized.
See that tank up and running? I don't think it can become up and running on its own. It's just scenery, but still. That, didn't like seeing that. Okay.
Target destroyed.
That,
Target urban.
Good work, Commander. That's one less target.
Target destroyed. Critical.
oh. There's 2 objectives down. One unsalvageable mech. That's unfortunate.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Don't know why I destroyed it. Just, it was there. Unlimited ammo, all that good stuff.
What you've found is
I was about to say I haven't found any loot crates so far, but spoke too soon. Not every mission has these, but a lot of them do since the expansion was added.
Payload acquired.
The light rifle level 0. UC builds. Nothing to write home about. Not terrible loot, but not great either. Well, slightly banged up here. Man center, warehouse, and fuel silos. Alright. Here we go.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty.
That's right, I'm standing on top of your base. What are you going to do about it, huh?
Hostile neutralized.
That's right, there's nothing you can do about it. Wahaha! I am the king of the castle.
Acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
No, Oh, I just about put a laser through an ally. That would have been great. Just what I needed. Damaging a friendly.
Objective down. Scratch that target off the list.
Is that everything? That's everything.
Dropship above. That's the last of the targets, Commander. Now get back here before hostiles converge on your position.
Hostile dropship coming in. Somewhere. Guess I'll head towards the exit.
New target fire starter.
There we go, a recruit. What's that? Oh, fire starter.
Enemy destroyed.
I'm being able to salvage this thing.
Critical.
Tango eliminated.
Nice. So that thing got really badly battered. So odds are it's going to be pretty cheap to salvage, if it's salvageable at all.
Target acquired.
At long range, that fall off is just unreliable. No matter though. Get a decent amount of salvage out of this one.
Stand by for pickup.
Ooh, excellent. Even reached rank 2. And the fire starter. Oh. One salvage shares. So close. This thing doesn't have a lot of armor. It's got an amazing amount of firepower, though. At close range. That's it for this one, actually. This one's got, let's see. It's terrible. It's not the worst I've seen. 3 flamers, 3 medium lasers, and machine, 2 machine guns. Yeah. Would have been nice. Oh well. Still got a decent amount of other stuff, though. So close. And no permanent damage anyway to anyone or any of the other mechs. So all in all, that was a good run. 3 days, that's fine. That's fine. All in all, that mission went really well. Oh. Assassination mission. Sounds like fun. This is one of those high reward type missions. Sometimes you'll know what you're going to get, often you don't, though. there worth writing home about, so let's do this high reward mission. Yeah, I'm going to go for the salvage rights, because why not? Alright. And away we go. Odds are there's not going to be enough, or at least no mechs of a value that I could salvage for this mission.
Commander.
But I should be able to get some
The
good
only
gear.
thing standing between us and this company's supplies is their leader, Anders Willman. Take him out, and we'll be able to get our salvage crews planetside. Willman's forces have mostly fled the area, but you should still expect some resistance.
Here we go. Battle mech spotted. Contact. Enemy spotted.
Target destroyed. New target, urban mech.
Oh boy. And what's that other?
Acquired.
Oh no. No, that is the most dangerous medium mech right there. That hunchback. That thing is going to be a bad time. And there goes a spider.
Target destroyed.
Take out that AC-10 off the urban mech. I get too close to it. There. No longer a threat. At least not a serious one anyway.
Target destroyed. New target.
This one, however, is an extremely serious threat. It's the Hunchback. It's got AC-20 burst fire on it. That thing will end my day in a second.
Enemy destroyed. Mech Tango eliminated.
Definitely gonna try and stay on target. Thankfully, it seems that he doesn't want to leave his post. I can knock off the AC-20, then he's no longer a serious threat.
Target is down.
Yeah, there's no way I'm getting close to that thing while that AC-20's there. Rip me apart like I was made of tissue paper. Well, it's a headshot. Headshots aren't necessarily lethal.
Detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
Wow. Alright, I'm opening his head up. I'm aiming for his head. I'm just getting lucky with those shots. Come on, go away, AC-20. There we go. So now that mech's gone from being the most dangerous thing on the field to an annoyance.
Target destroyed.
I think I'm going to try and tear it apart. Rip off all its limbs and one leg.
Splash target.
Alright, Willman is out of the picture.
Oh,
And we'll be
oh
able
well.
to get ourselves some of this much-needed
Didn't do enough
resources.
damage for it to be anywhere near
The Innisphere
within my salvage rights.
without him. Now let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
That was more than just a little scary.
Target
You see my ally mech just kind of disappear as soon as it approached that hunchback? It's because of that AC-20. It deletes mechs. Especially medium and light mechs. Ooh, that heavy tank does the same thing, sort of. The PPC, AC-10, all the nasty business on the tank. I think it weighs more than my mech. 75-ton tank. Can't take a beating like a mech can, but it can sure throw out the firepower. Was salvageable and just out of reach. At one more salvage point, I'd have a hunchback, an AC-20 hunchback, and rule them all. Sort of. Well, the Irby was salvageable. At least that's credits in the bank. Alright, I guess that's what I'm getting. That's too bad. Would love to have had that Lotus. Well, it's in good shape at least. Would have loved to have gotten that hunchback. Yeah, this is the spider that got turned inside out. Drop the flamer for another medium laser on it, since I have to repair it anyway. 21 days. Plus an extra 8. Yeah. You always got to make a decision when you do field repairs, whether or not it's worth the extra time to travel to an industrial zone, or if you should just do the repairs where you are. Now that urban mech, let's get rid of that. Not worth keeping. I highly do not recommend running an urban mech. They're really good at defensive positions. Like, they're very slow mech. It usually has a big gun and not the best armor. Their biggest advantage is their torso. It has a 360-degree rotation, meaning they can travel in any direction at their slow speed and keep shooting. They can always keep their gun on target. But low armor, very slow, not really worth keeping. Of course, they make for excellent urban defense, and they are a colossal threat, especially the ones with the AC-20 cannon. That thing is a little bundle of a nightmare. You want to pop them as quickly as you can. The urban mechs, they aren't good for running for yourself for a mission because they're slow and squishy. As a defensive unit, they're amazing because they're cheap, carry a big gun, and you deploy them some location and they're mobile enough that they can move around and defend a position. That's why they're so popular in Mechwarrior, in the Mechwarrior universe. They're an excellent, cheap defensive unit. You need a mech to defend something, but don't want to pay, big boy mech prices. You can always deploy urban mechs. Most expensive part on the urban mech is the big honking cannon that comes with it. Let's take a look here. Let's see what these missions are. So there's an assassination mission for House Davion. Alright. There's that hunchback that was such a terrifying threat before. What's this demolition contract for? No. Defense contract. This is a closer position. It's only got one contract, though. assassination. Might not be too bad. But you know what? That's in general how you start off your career. You go around, you find missions, you get salvage, you choose your contracts, you decide who and what you want to defend, if anything, and then you just move forward from there. You know what, though? I think that's enough for now. I'm gonna sign off. Thank you all so much for watching my little video. Really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that follow, subscribe button. And yeah, until next time, take care of yourself, and I'll catch you in the next video.